Portfolio update. So this week, nothing really eventful happened with the portfolio in terms of the dividend. We did not receive much dividend this week. As you guys know, I have this dividend tracker here on my Seeking Alpha. I just use this to track the days that I'm getting paid. I'm trying to figure out which software I can use that can make this a little bit more prettier, put it into charts and stuff like that. But for now, this is what I'm going to be using. So we're going to go over some of the dividend that I've received in the past week, and just go over the portfolio, what has been going on with some of the companies and stuff like that. But before we get into all the other things, let's talk about what we've gotten paid so far this week. So this week hasn't really been much of an eventful week in terms of payments. Right here, what I mean by payments, it's right here, dividend earnings, like dividend earned dividend. So on Friday it was 8 cents. That was on Friday, December 11th. And if you look at 1 week's view, you see it was a pretty uneventful week here with the portfolio. Not much of a dividend was coming in this week, and that's from the 7th to the 12th here. And if we look at the 1 month view, is pretty much from last month. So November 12th, December 12th, we've earned $48 on the portfolio. So not much has really happened. This cash that you guys are looking at right here, this is basically a recent dividend payment that I just received. I think it was received over the weekend. So most likely I'm gonna take this money and funnel it back into one of the ETF dividend payers here. I'm gonna go over some few stocks within my passive income section, because Disney has been doing really well. We're gonna talk about Disney in a little bit. I know also we're gonna look at the COVID situation, because I believe that because they've discovered the vaccine recently. The US government just approved the vaccine. I believe this is going to be a huge catalyst for the market to push up a little bit more. And then the portfolio, we are waiting for the S&P 500 inclusion for Tesla. I think that would be an eventful event as well. So stick around. There's a pretty decent amount of information that needs to be discussed in today's video. Looking at the dividend payment here, as you guys can see, this week was pretty uneventful. This payment was what I just showed you guys, the $4 something. This was basically paid over the Friday, over the weekend, the weekend of me filming this video. So this money will probably go right back into my monthly dividend paying stock. That's where I'll probably put that money. But yeah, it's been a pretty uneventful week when it comes to dividend side. A couple of cents that are coming in, a couple of cents. Well, I'm looking forward to when the portfolio, this amount right here, will be well over 100, 150, 200,000. That's when you start seeing those cents turn into real dollars. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so it's right here. You can see the 7th, that was last week. It wasn't really much of a payment. So it was the 7th, the 8th. We have a couple of payments on the 8th, and then the 10th. And the next payment will be pretty much next week, Tuesday, which would be the 15th, the 15th, the 15th, and the 16th, all the way onto the 18th by the end of next week. So it's only a couple of companies too that is paying next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different companies that are paying next week. So, and then we'll move on to the previous week. This is how I keep track of the dividend payment in the portfolio. So not too much for next week or the following week, but towards the end of the month is when it kind of pick up steam here, pick up a lot more steam here. So that is that. The buy side here, not much. Just pretty much just been buying my regular purchases. You know, I buy Tesla stock every day, like I always show you guys on this video. Buying some ARK, and I'm accumulating some space stock. That is what I've been doing pretty much the whole week. Not too much. Not too much is really happening. It's portfolio has been pretty much uneventful this week. But the only good thing that we have that happened with the portfolio is like Tesla inch up a little bit. Tesla made a little bit of gain. So next week would be the week to watch out for, because the U.S. government approved the COVID-19 vaccine. The illness 19. I guess that's what I have to say. They approved the vaccine. So with them approving the vaccine, I think it's gonna push the market up a little. It's gonna push the market up pretty nicely. So I should be cracking maybe 35, 30, 30, 31 next week. That's what I'm predicting. I mean 35, 36. I'm sorry, 35, 36 next week. That's what I'm predicting. I think the market would go up tremendously. So we'll see how the market does. But so far this week, nothing eventful really happened with the portfolio. It was pretty much uneventful. A highlight this week is AT&T. AT&T, they've seen a huge boost because they said they're gonna be releasing some of their movies with Warner Brothers. So that's the movie arm of AT&T. So they said they're gonna be releasing their movie in theater and on their streaming platform. So they're seeing a huge boost. I think that's good for AT&T because they've been slacking basically over the years. They haven't made good investment decisions. So they have been doing really well, and it seems like Wall Street has been eating it up. In the past month, the stock has grown by almost 8% here. So that is pretty high for a stock to move up 8% in 1 month. What I've been doing lately is just still dollar cost averaging into Tesla, because I believe in the company. I believe the company has a lot of potential. And if you guys watch my Tesla episodes, you see that I basically dollar cost average into this company, and it does work out well. No matter the price of the stock, I'm gonna be buying it until the company gets to its full potential. Now we have here NIO, and the thing with NIO is a good company. I think most likely they're gonna grow to really big in China, but the fact that they are in China, the practices over there are a little bit opaque, and I'm not too sure about putting a lot of money in the company, but I do want to have skin in the game with NIO. So I've been reducing my buys just because of all the press that we've seen with basically the US government trying to delist Chinese companies and stuff like that. So I've been reducing I haven't really been purchasing any stock. I've been putting that money into space stock instead of NIO, and potentially we'll be putting more money into Workhorse. But once I accumulate a lot more space stock, then I could potentially be funneling more money into Workhorse or more money into Tesla. But I've been reducing my buy of NIO just because of the way things are going right now with the political landscape. I just want all the drama to blow over before I start purchasing this company more. I see this company to be more of a competitor to Tesla in China. But then again, Tesla is the -- EV company. So people in China know that Tesla is the #1 EV company. So most likely they're probably gonna be buying Teslas in China. Tesla will be selling more cars in China in the future. So I'll be purchasing more and more Tesla stock every day. But NIO is not one of those companies that you can ignore because they are backed by the state government. The state, this is like a company being backed by the U.S. government. Like, you're not gonna lose if the government say, you know what, go do your business, I got you. You're not gonna lose. So I have to have a piece of this company, but I'm very careful with when I buy it because of all the drama with the news and everything. But, and again, with space, I'm constantly buying because I believe in them. I know that the future is bright. Normally, digging a little bit more into NIO, normally I would be buying because as it's going down like this, I usually prefer to buy when a stock that I would like to own a lot of. Usually prefer to buy when it keep on going down. But based on all the stuff that is going on and the fact that they just recently raised capital as well. They just recently raised money. I think they raised about $2 billion. They sold 60 million shares, and that gave them about $2.5 billion. So I think that is good for the company because whenever a company raises money like this, and they can turn around and put that money back into the business to develop the business, to make it better and all that stuff, is always a good thing. So that, for me as an investor, I would usually like to keep on buying at that time. But I just want to hold off on that because of all the drama that we're dealing with US and China and potential delisting. So I don't want to have a ton of money in this company and the US government say, hey, look, listen, you have to get off the stock market. Then you can just potentially lose your money. So I don't want that. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the story with NIO, and as that goes along, I will be updating you guys accordingly. Companies that have been getting a lot of love this week is Disney, just because they are they announced that they have a lot more streaming customers recently. So I think they gained over 200 million. They gained over 200 million, subscribers to their streaming service. So that gave them a huge boost in their stock price. Just went straight up, 14% gain here. So, Disney is a company that got hit quite hard during the pandemic because they have to shut down all their other business and everything. But I like the fact that they are streamlining their business. They taking all their properties. Mostly they're taking it back from all the other vendors like Netflix and everything, and they're trying to incorporate that into their own streaming service. And a lot of people like Disney. People grew up watching Disney and stuff like that, so their kids are probably going to be watching Disney. So the new streaming service that they have going on, I think it's going to be a great asset for them over time. So I thought let me highlight that for you guys. But 14% gain here in the past week, and the past month, as you guys see, it just basically just shot up right here. So 27% gain here in the past month. So that is a pretty good thing. That is a pretty good thing. Hopefully soon, it looks like they're slowly reinstating back their dividend. Very very tiny, but it's good that they're bringing it back. We're just taking a look at the numbers with the portfolio. The portfolio has been doing well. In the past month, we've gained 3,000, up 10%. In the past week we're down $50 for the week. And if you look at the past 3 months, we're up $5,000, gained $141 in dividend, almost $5,000 in market gains. So the portfolio is doing well. I think if I just keep on doing what I'm doing here, I think this is going to be a great portfolio and a great accelerator of my goal to get to my first $1 million. But with that being said, let's catch up on some of the news, what's been going on with the coronavirus headline and everything like that. First and first, I would like to start with this website here. This is the Johns Hopkins University website, and they have been relatively accurate at tracking all the data so far since we started with this illness. that we can't name here on YouTube. But here are some of the numbers. Things are looking really bad in terms of the numbers. Basically, I'll leave this website down below for you as a resource if you want to go check it out. But if we look here and we look at the case count, take a look here and we look at the case count, we can see since February it's just been like, they tamed me during that February time, but since they relaxed rules and everything, it's gotten worse, you know. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I think this is something that's worth keeping an eye on, but again, it all depending on what's going on in the economy, what's going on with the stimulus check and all those things, because sometimes the market can be so bipolar. If I look at year to date right here, this was during the time when it was really bad during February. That was when we think everything was going to, the world is ending, we're selling all our stock, we're moving to Mars. But look at that point. From that point till now, we've grown. The market has grown like 60% from that point till now. So the market can be very, very bipolar when it comes to certain things and certain news. So some of this whole issue with this illness 19 that we can't call here on YouTube. Well, although the cases are going up, even if you look at the death toll, it's pretty bad. This is pretty bad. So hopefully with the vaccine coming around, people start being vaccinated. Hopefully we can start seeing this number go down. Hopefully we can start seeing this number go down as well. And hopefully we can start seeing these numbers go down. As this number goes down, I believe the market will keep on rising ahead of that. Even all this right here is just basically just news of them discovering vaccine, getting approved, and all these things. Once more news start coming out in terms of more people are getting the vaccine, more people are getting inoculated and all that stuff, I believe this has the potential to just keep on rising from here. So I'll keep an eye on the S&P 500 and see what it does and bring that to you guys. So as of the last 5 days, last trading 5 days, we picked it at 375 and we pulled back towards the end of the week. And I believe that pullback was because of all the issues with stimulus. I don't think it's because of the vaccine. The story with the vaccine already played out itself from here. The announcement of the vaccine basically played itself out. But the market, I believe, based on my research, the market is expecting stimulus. Once they declare some sort of stimulus package that would help the economy, I believe the stock market will push up even higher than 375 on the S&P here. So I will keep an eye on that and update you guys on that as well. Just for fun, I usually like to keep an eye on my portfolio as compared to the S&P 500 because this is not something similar to it, but you know, I don't have any really good benchmark to compare my portfolio to. So I like to compare it to the S&P 500 and seeing how my portfolio is doing based on that. So this is the portfolio. We are down 0.16%. We are down 0.75. So the portfolio is performing slightly better than the S&P, but I can't really, you can't really compare your personal portfolio to the S&P. But I always just for fun, I always like to do that. So right here at the top here, we're up. The S&P is up 3.3%, and to the bottom here we're up 2.3% for the month. And for the month here, you can see this portfolio is up 10% as compared to the top 500 companies in the US combined. I believe that it's because my portfolio includes Tesla, and the S&P 500 does not include Tesla at this point. So I think moving forward, when they add Tesla to the portfolio, I believe the S&P 500 will probably perform better as a whole, going forward once they add Tesla into the index. So that would be very, very interesting. So let's take a quick look here at Tesla as well. TSLA. Let's look at Tesla's performance. If you look at the past month here, you can see Tesla has basically outperformed the S&P. Even it's not even a joke. 60% they outperformed the S&P. So I think once Tesla gets added to the S&P, it's gonna really add a lot of value to the index because the company has performed. The performance this year have just been quite amazing. So that is why the portfolio is doing well, because I include Tesla in the portfolio earlier on at the beginning of this portfolio. So that is that. But yeah, the S&P, I believe it will bounce back. So I'm looking forward to all the stories that will come out next week and updating you guys on that as well. So with that being said, consider liking this video if you like what I do here. I always say this, please support the channel. The goal of this portfolio is to show you guys my investment journey to getting this portfolio up to $1 million. That's why I have this channel. It's called the $1 Million Challenge, because I believe we can all get to that first $1 million. This is America. We can all do it at some point, So that is why I'm doing this. This is just one way of doing it. Some people, they do it with real estate. Some people, they do it with business, owning their own business. But my way of doing it is through the stock market, and I'm going to be sharing it on this channel. So that's why I have the name $1 Million Challenge. So thank you again for watching. I appreciate you. Until next time, see you later. Bye.